Well, here I am in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. We got our team ready to go. I'm about to do this is backwards, I guess. Oh, no, there's Lance Wallnau Show. There's behind me. And, I always, I'm grabbing supplements. We do our show, all of our products we have in the studio, right? So I might go grab, one of our collagen products here, or I'll pop, and I almost took the testosterone product here accidentally, support for women. I don't know what would have happened to me, but I went back and was reading my documents. It's the ladies here in the studio like these products. They impact the balance of your estrogen and progesterone. They are the overall hormonal balance. They boost stamina, enhance physical fitness, support health, weight management under stress. Women don't realize that you need a certain amount of testosterone in order to balance out the other factors you've got. So if you're actually low in testosterone, as I found out as a woman, it affects sexual drive, stamina, and health. Did you know that? Well, it's all in there. If you want to improve the sexual health and support your positive mood, find out why it is that Ancient Nutrition had to develop a energy vitality booster with testosterone specially designed for women. Go to lancewallnau.com/strong and find out about it. Now, someone who needs no testosterone boost is El Presidente, who just dropped the F-bomb apparently on his way into the helicopter. But he's exasperated with the Middle East, and he's letting them know he's had it. You don't want to miss today's show.
Israel says that Iran violated the peace agreement, the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. When I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you understand that? This is like, I don't know, it's like Newt Rockney, I don't know, coming out of the dugout. This is Patton trying to debrief with Pentagon press. I get it. But here's the point. You just heard what he said to Netanyahu. I guarantee when he called him. And you see, I got it written here somewhere. He called him and said to him, in essence, get those planes, turn them around, and bring them back. I can almost tell you, guarantee, he was cussing at Netanyahu and furious. Bibi really got the message. It's like, you don't want me mad right now. So the president. But what's interesting that you actually have what can I say? It's like having Dad show up and say, that's it. I said, stop, boom, yelling at the kids because they're actually taking him seriously right now. And they're shutting down. I think, listen, what about regime change? Does Trump want regime change? Sure he does, but he doesn't want to get involved with doing it. He's not committing American soldiers into there. He's not going to get involved. Like I told you, there's always a possibility. I got a 2-page analysis of how this is going to follow. It's called The Day After. And I wrote it last week. The day after the war ends, that's when the trouble starts. Because, you see, it could be a civil war in Iran. What we want to make sure is that it doesn't become, there's like 3 or 4 different factions that can break up in the country. Now, the mullah gets so weak that the Persian centrists, the people that are in the center of the country, not centrists in ideology, but they make up 60% of the population, they control the country of 80-some million people. But if it's overthrown the wrong way, then you have Turkey gets a piece of it. Russia wants to get back in because they're connected to the mullahs right now. You've got the Arab Sunnis, and this is a Shiite country. We get the Sunnis, which are, towards the south, and they got the oil areas Iran has. They might want to get a hold of that, which the Persians, Russia will never want to see that happen. You see what I mean? That's how the thing gets into free play. That's where the people that are biting their nails and saying, this is going to be World War III, they're looking at how does that instability get manipulated? And could a militia, hardline, right-wing, crazy, clerical, charismatic military figure come up in the midst of them and grab a hold? We're going to create that nuclear weapon, and then we're going to do it this way, or do a deal with North Korea to get the weapon smuggled in their country. Yes, all of that's possible, but Trump made the right call. And I don't care. People will be playing. Netanyahu's been crying wolf for years. They're going to get the bomb is getting closer and closer to the point where they've now got like 400 gallons of nuclear liquid or whatever that basically is only one process away from being put into the weapon capacity. So it's not like I don't think that Israel was crying wolf, and I don't think that Trump would do this because he feels like something to keep him stimulated over the weekend. So now he's off to NATO. And he's going to go to NATO and he's saying, I told you that I don't want the United States having to have its soldiers here. And they're saying, but look at Russia, look at Russia. And he's going, Russia, listen. Russia's a problem. Ante up. I'm not going to underwrite you anymore. I want you up at 5% of your GDP for defense. I'm not going to underwrite this bill anymore. America's not going to do it. Well, that's his call. He can say that. And he's saying, look, 2%, you got to get it up to at least, they're going to say up to 2%. But it's going to be an interesting week out there because Trump is, we have an article on that? What do we got here? Trump's on his way right now to demand allies pay their fair share. That's his state of mind. He does. One thing about this guy as president is where he stands. If he's in a good mood, I listened to one of his guys who was in charge of his property at Mar-a-Lago. He was asked, what's it like being with Trump, working with him? They were looking for some dirt. And he goes, well, on good days, he wears his white golf hat. And when he wears his red golf hat, we know to leave him alone. He's very social when he's wearing his white hat. And in other words, that red MAGA hat, that's a fighting mood. It's interesting. So he's going over there, and he's basically wanting to get our allies to pay their fair share for the spending. He wants to see 5% of GDP for defense, 5%. That includes, military spending of 3.5%, 1.5% for security, and he's not been getting that. And so that's a lot of his frustration, and which leads to another story I want to get to, which we got 2 minutes left here. This is huge. I want to go to the Iranian nationals arrested over the weekend. Remember, I told you like around 900 to 1,000 have gotten in, but dang, check this out. I mean, this is freaky, right? Let me go over here again to my board. We've got this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, that guy there. I mean, I'm just saying, someone's going to get mad at me for saying this, but it wouldn't surprise me if we got 800 angry people in the United States that would like nothing more. We got people that hate the United States that were born here. Burn the flag, spit on it, spit on policemen. Wacky. These people that are here, what's happening now is we're in pursuit of finding out where they are. And the Department of Homeland Security has only arrested 11. Now think about that. You got 11 arrested, got 1,000 out there. And what's really strange to me is they were identified. So Secretary Noem's identified and arrested known or suspected terrorists and violent extremists illegally entered the country. And we've been saying that we're getting the worst of the worst out, and we are. We don't wait until military operations to execute. But what's kind of interesting is, I think one of these guys, oh yeah, an Iranian sniper, served as Iranian from 2018 to 2021. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the Iranian sniper is here because he wanted to take his kids to Disney? So we have to pray. That's where you can make a difference. You pray. It'll be like, you know, wouldn't they? And what would happen? What would happen? I mean, I can't imagine. I don't even want to go there. What would happen if an assassination took place and it was found that it was an Iranian plot? Oh, Iran already did have an assassin plot. And by the way, one of the guys that was involved was a Hezbollah guy, and he's still at large. You never hear much news about that story, do you? About the Iranian assassination plot. And you know what? It almost is like people treat it like, well, it was real. Was that real or wasn't it real? Now, that one was real. And so it's just prayer, folks. I'm telling you. Make fun of us Christians all you want. I really think the fragile nature of that ceasefire is because people were breathing a sigh of relief. I don't think anything sticks unless it sticks in the spirit. So Christians are involved. It's a spiritual world out there. Well, it's all the time we have right now today. I don't want you to miss it. We got more to cover about what's happening right now, especially this election, this weird election in New York, where you have a socialist Muslim who looks like he might be the new mayor. Is that possible? We'll check this story out tomorrow. You don't want to miss it.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets.
I'm interrupted this commercial to do something I've never done before. Get 2 MyPillows absolutely free on orders of $100 or more. I can't do this forever, so get on board with this great sale today. Our best-selling 6-piece bath towel sets or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Our famous standard MyPillows only $14.98. Queens $18.98. King size only $1 more. Body pillows $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bed sheet sets. Any size, any color. So go to MyPillow.com or call that number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And when you spend $100 or more, get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.
Did you enjoy this latest episode? Please remember to share it with your friends, because the more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to navigate the world.